American Energy, we are connectors,
protectors,
leaders,
job creators,
friends,
and neighbors,
and always at your service.
Go ahead and give me your order.
Whoa.
Howdy.
Hey, where'd you get that breakfast so fast?
Casey's. Fastest breakfast in the Midwest.
Try Casey's new Ultimate Beer Cheese Breakfast Pizza, Breakfast Burrito, or a new Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit.
Wow, that was fast.
And now, get a breakfast sandwich or pizza slice plus Casey's Premium Bean-to-Cup Coffee for just $4.
I rode a horse once.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything
dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
By focusing only on meat and grocery, we can do those things to the best of our abilities.
No frills, no gimmicks. You're gonna get top quality meat, top quality produce, top quality customer service.
They always tell us, sell it as low as you can. Sell it as low as you possibly can.
And we work hard so we can keep those prices lower.
And that's what Fairway does to a lot of people. They take care of people.
I have one thing to accomplish, and it's that.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team, and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Slade's the place for you!
The Farm Bureau provide Iowa's youth?
Yeah. So every year we give over $250,000 in scholarships across the entire state for those kids. You know, and in partnering with the Girls Union and the Boys Athletic Association, we also provide and sponsor the concussion insurance for all those kids who are participating in high school sports sanctioned by their schools, so they can continue to compete at a high level and feel safe doing that. Also, over the last 10 years, we have provided classroom teachers with over $450,000 in supplies to help make sure that their classrooms are up to par and the things that they need for their kids. And then also, we sponsor 4-H, FFA, and many of those other programs that help ensure that Iowa students understand how agriculture touches their lives every day.
Good morning and welcome to the Extreme Arena in Coralville for the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. I'm Dar Danielson alongside Austin Oliver today for our matchup as we move into the 3A quarterfinals. Number 2 Davenport Assumption against number 7 seed Osage today on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Austin, both these teams, familiar participants here at the state tournament. Osage is won a title in 2020. Davenport Assumption has been down here a lot. So we got a couple of teams that, have experience in being here and know what it's like.
Yeah, I think Assumption is working on their 5th straight appearance here. Osage is coming in with their 7th straight appearance. Two kind of experts at the state tournament coming in here. We'll see how this works out today.
And experience can be good for you because not only you have those players that played, but the ones that are coming up get a chance to be on the bench, experience the atmosphere. Sometimes they get a little bit, and so that's how you get here every year, is you build that tradition, don't you?
Building that program. I mean, it just is a different feel, the excitement level. I mean, especially being in this new venue, everybody's going to see just how electric it could be in here. It can just really drain some of those energies that you have coming in, the jitters, and it can really affect you. So getting that experience for the youngsters is definitely going to be a positive thing for both these programs.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the road to state for these two teams here. And as you see them warming up there for Osage, the 29-6 record, the Region 5 champion, defeating Dubuque Wahlert. 6.6 aces per set, which puts them 12th in 3A, 220 kill efficiency. Claudia Aschenbrenner, of course, the big hitter, 322 kills coming into the season. For Davenport Assumption, the Region 8 champ, defeated Mid-Prairie, 30 kills per set, 7.3 aces. Ellie Schubert, 897 assists this season. So a couple of teams looks like to serve. They do well on the serve with the aces and everything.
Yeah, 6.6, 7.3. Those are definitely high-end numbers there. So it'll be exciting to see the serving game be on display today.
Well, just about ready. We're starting day 2. Day 1 went really well here in the new venue. We'll get started with day 2 coming up. But we'll take a break and be back with more. You're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we are connectors,
protectors,
leaders,
Job creators,
friends,
and neighbors.
And always at your service.
Fairway values family, and we treat our employees and our customers like their family.
If you're looking for a place to shop, our service is amazing.
We have put an emphasis on hiring good people.
One of the things that we talk about is just doing the right thing.
And that is so key to this day and age.
Fairway just isn't about selling groceries. It's about taking care of people.
That, to me, is the best thing we can do at Fairway.
Go ahead and give me your order.
Whoa.
Howdy.
Hey, where'd you get that breakfast so fast?
Casey's. Fastest breakfast in the Midwest.
Try Casey's new Ultimate Beer Cheese Breakfast Pizza, Breakfast Burrito, or a new Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit.
Wow, that was fast.
And now get a breakfast sandwich or pizza slice plus Casey's Premium Bean-to-Cup Coffee for just $4.
I rode a horse once.
Here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, getting ready for the 3A quarterfinal here at IGHSAU Energy, or Extreme Arena, I should say. And it'll be number 2 Davenport Assumption against number 7 Osage. On the other side, number 1 Des Moines Christian against number 8 Union in the matchup. The other 2 teams, Sioux Center will take on number 4 Sioux Center takes on number 5 West Liberty on court 1 at noon. Then following this game, it's number 3 Mount Vernon against number 6 Unity Christian. And trying to think, the only big upset was Ankeny, number 2 seed yesterday in the tournament.
Get knocked out by Valley in 3 games. Yep,
Yeah.
I think that was the big one. Had the 5-setter that we both did. It was a great game yesterday between Centennial and Dowling.
And that was 4-5 or
Yep.
yeah. And those are always those 4-5 games seem, because it's like they're right there close to each other.
Definitely lived up to expectations.
And so we'll see how it plays out. We got 3A, 2A, and some 1A today. A longer day with the tournament here. And you look at it, mentioned both these teams. Assumption has 4 starters back from their tournament team and 5 back for Osage last year. So you have some leadership. And then I think the thing is different between the years when those seniors graduate, then those juniors who have kind of been up there, they step up, and then, the ones behind them. So as you develop the team, you always have somebody kind of stepping up to take that leadership, it seems like.
Yeah, definitely. I think we'll be looking at Schubert and Johnson, the 2 kill leaders for Assumption, to be major players. And on the other side, Ashenbrenner is definitely going to be one of the major players for the Osage Green Devils as well.
Yeah, she has, Ashenbrenner has coming in 306 kills or something like that. So, yeah, both these 2 teams have some big hitters. So we talked about it in our match. You mentioned that match where Centennial, they were down in the match and looked like they might, or the set, and looked like they might be using it. But you said, well, if they win a few points and they get some momentum, well, you were right. They did that in that one. Then they go on to win the next set. So this is about run and momentum and where you can swing it. And here, it's not quite like, well, it is a little bit like basketball where you see the clock running out in the quarter, or football, but you see the points running out, and hey, we have fewer points and we got to win some here, otherwise the season's going to end. So each point gets a little bit more focused, doesn't it?
Yeah, the pressure just really builds with this rally scoring as it gets, even after 15 points, right in that 15 mark, just everything gets a little bit constricted. You get a little bit, I don't want to say just nervous, with the points, and that'll be something that both teams will want to control right away. We talked about this yesterday as well, but these first couple points in that first run, whichever team gets that's going to have a real good hand up in this first game to get a good lead in the set.
And then we talked about the coaches and their feel for when do I take a timeout, and we saw a couple real great coaching actions there where they took the timeout, settled the team down, they came out, they stopped the long run, they pushed the momentum back the other way. So it's all, and it's on the coach. You're right there, but they're in tune with that all season doing that. And one of the things we mentioned too is a lot of these teams, looking at Osage, some of the teams they play, tournament teams, and the same with Davenport Assumption. They played some other teams like Cedar Falls, Dike, New Hartford. They're playing up a cup class, and that just hones them and gets them a little more. And sometimes it's good to be in that situation where you're down a little bit against a good team, because if you cruise through the season and you're just, blowing everybody out, then you don't really know what it's like to be in a little bit of a tough situation.
Yeah, there's definitely some merit to having some humbling losses. We got some great teams. Osage is coming in with 12 straight wins, but some of their losses in the mid part of the early part of the season. Dike, New Hartford, several times here. Cedar Falls, a 5A team. Those are really ones that can make you battle tested coming into situations like the state tournament.
The clock winding down. We'll have the first matches of the day. Everything's in sync, so they'll do both courts. They'll introduce both courts here as we get started, and then. Unfortunately, our court, we ran at people a little long yesterday.
We did.
But it was fun.
It was.
I don't mind. It's like, that 5-setter set your schedule off, but man, that was a big
Great
battle,
volleyball.
and it was a great game here as 2 teams on both sides getting ready. We'll have introductions here. And just about ready to get underway with the first match of the day, the 3A quarterfinals.
Yeah, you'll see the coaches getting the teams together and getting them all lined up here, but just as an opportunity for the coach to give out some final words of encouragement or advice here as they go in, just to kind of get everybody settled down and be ready for the match. All the teams are lining up for their lineups right now.
And it's fun, too, the players who aren't starting, they get mentioned, and they get
some recognition out there,
recognition,
correct? Yeah, for sure.
Good morning, everyone. Volleyball fans. Happy Tuesday, November 1st. Welcome to today's 2022 Girls State Volleyball 3A quarterfinal matchup here at Quarter 1 featuring the Union Knights and the One Christian Lions. assistant coaches, Summer Ray Kemper, Christina Morcraft, and Carrie Lombardi. Now here's the starting lineup for the Des Moines Christian Lions. A junior number 2, Ridley Skelhouse. Junior number 3, Chloe Pruitt. Sophomore number 6, Hadley Hardison. A senior number 7, Margaret Miller. A senior number 11, Caitlin Long. A junior number 12, Gabby Lombardi. And the Liberos, a senior number 14, Olivia Lombardi. Head coach of the Des Moines Christian Lions, Matt Thompson. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you our officials for this quarterfinal match. Our first referee, Ken Fetters. And Gene Statlander.
Fans, before we begin our match, we'd like to once again thank the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has offices located in each county across Iowa. I want to thank these offices you see located here on the screen, Mitchell County, Scott County, for their support of the two teams playing in the match today. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the IGHSAU and the Iowa girls. So we're ready for volleyball day 2 from the Extreme Arena in Coralville. As all the preliminaries are about done and we're ready to get to playing volleyball. Osage, the Green Devils, you see at the top of your screen in green, obviously, and in black are Davenport Assumption. And those red numbers are okay. Always hate the two-color numbers on there, but the Green Devils, pretty easy to see that white number on the green as we're about ready to get the festivities underway. We're up on the top level of the arena looking down as we're set to go here. There's the serve by Osage to open it up. Set over. That one didn't quite get across, but Osage reacts quickly. Deep shot is long, and the first point goes to Osage.
Yeah, just some kind of klutzy play there, kind of going back and forth. Not really good passes at all, but we'll see how that works out.
Here's the serve into the middle. And the block falls for the Assumption point. That was Mueller serving for Osage. Now Assumption serving. Taken by Aschenbrenner. She comes back with it a little high. Something you sometimes see early with the adrenaline and getting out there. New arena, new lighting.
Absolutely. We'll be working through these jitters in the first couple points here.
Schubert serving and
like a rotational.
Rotation.
Osage coach is asking for an explanation.
And we'll get in. What happened there?
I think the setter just moved a little bit too quickly across the boundary that she has set up there, and just got a little bit out of rotation a little bit too early.
Dumped across and hit across again. And that one is long. So what the fans are looking at, they have that pink area where they have to stay in, right? Or they can't get into, depending on where you're playing?
Yeah, that has to do with hitting, so it's a little bit different than the rotational differences. Yeah. Just Assumption with the kill there, but when the girls get set up, they move around to their positions a little bit, but when they have to stay in the basic rotation at the beginning. So until the serve is hit, and then they can move. And sometimes I think she moved a little bit early on that one. That was what the call was with the out of rotation call.
Here's the serve into the net. Point to Osage. And it's 4-3 Assumption. Now Osage serving. Sharper serving. Set outside, dumped over, pushed back. And
carry call. So it was a little bit too low, and she had to get underneath of it to push it over, and just held onto her hand a little bit too long. Got called for the carry.
Sharper to serve again. Down the line there, handled. Dumped over. Mueller is there. Aschenbrenner. Now set back up to the right side and down off the block for Assumption. Isabella Krogman, the libero, will go back to serve for Davenport Assumption. Bumped up. Now set for Aschenbrenner, and it goes off the block out.
She did a nice job of seeing and locating that block and pushing that ball right into the block to have it ricochet out into the out of bounds. So nice play by Aschenbrenner to get the kill.
Tied up again. Here's the serve by Brandow. Quick set, and off the libero. Can they keep it alive? Brandow's there. Now back over. Good hustle play. That one is not going to be returned. Derer with the kill.
Yeah, Assumption was able to take the free ball over after the dig on the Osage side and was able to run in tempo again and had a nice quick set to the middle.
Assumption serving, handled by Brandow. Aschenbrenner gets it over. Chance to set it up outside, and there's a hot smash for the kill. Drew Dorsey with the kill on that one. And Assumption with a 2-point lead. Drops in the middle, good serve. Bumped up, and then blocked back.
Nice block in the middle.
Derer with the block. Serve coming in. Outside Aschenbrenner, and she powers it through again with the touch. You can just see she gets up in the air and she kind of reads the situation and knows where it has to go. Here
Definitely
we go.
does. That bump pass to the outside, bump set to the outside. Aschenbrenner just got pulled in a little bit, saw the top of the block, was able to just tool it off the top of the block.
Now Aschenbrenner serving, and there's a quick smash by Derer.
Assumption with a nice little push set out to Derer, was pushed it a little bit further out to the outside and was able to get around the block.
Schubert serving, an ace. Osage wants a timeout, trailing by 4 here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
You're looking into the Davenport Assumption huddle. They're up 10-6 here in the early going at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Osage calls a timeout. Just kind of, okay, let's slow it down here. Let's talk about what's happening and get realigned a little bit, huh?
Yeah, maybe get a good pass up to their setter and run one of their best plays here to get a sight out and get it moving in the right direction.
So Assumption serving. Up by 4. Aschenbrenner now outside, down the line, right down the middle, and that's it. Right at the linesman on the far side.
Nice back row set there that setter played up here. Came out of the middle of the back row, nice smash to the back corner, almost took out the linesman like Dar said.
And there was serve, live action. Set again. Quick dump over. Man, what a body adjustment by Maggie Johnson on that one.
Yeah, not the best set out there, but was able to just take what she got and put it right over the top of the block for a nice little dink over it.
6-point lead down for Assumption. Down the middle, Aschenbrenner outside to Kabasa. And into the net, point for Osage. So they stopped the run there. Back to serve. Jaden Francis, the libero. Quick set, and there's the kill by Derer.
Yeah, Assumption's really got everything working right now. They're able to set all 3 positions and are getting scoring opportunities out of each one of them. So they've had a great start to the match so far.
Maddie Dobell's in for an IMT insurance substitution. She'll go back to serve for Assumption. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtins.com. And service error. That's one thing that's kind of a rarity, I think, is you come off the bench as a serve specialist and you have an error on it.
Yeah.
Usually, they come in and they know you got to come off cold and serve, but happens. That one into the block and down for the Assumption point. Schubert will go back to serve now for the Knights. They're hanging on to that 6-point lead. Down the line. Bumped up. Aschenbrenner. Hot smash handled now by the libero. Can they get it over? Not quite enough.
The defense was there ready to take that ball over, but they couldn't. Just some indecision on both of the players' parts on who was going to take it over led to a short pass and didn't get back over the net. But a good dig.
Served by Osage. And can she run it down? She does. Now Chance Aschenbrenner gets it over. Quick set in the middle. Right there is Kielbasa. And that one is wide. Oh, Osage getting a little run together now. Kielbasa.
Oh, what they call here?
Oh, what?
Must have been a touch.
Okay,
Must have been a touch on the swing.
Must have been. I didn't see that.
I did not see that as well.
So it'll be a point for Assumption and then right into the net. A point back to Osage. Serving is Brandow. Quick set and right off the block and down.
I've said it once already, but Assumption is got great passing so far, and they're able to stay in system. They're running quicks almost on every other player, some kind of an aggressive tempo play. So it's a big factor in the match so far.
Bumped up by Brandow. Over to Aschenbrenner. She goes cross court, handled there by Krogman. In the middle, back. Aschenbrenner keeps it alive, dumps over. Now back. Set to Aschenbrenner. She flips it to the corner and gets it. Wow.
Right on the line.
Look at this one here.
She pushed that. Even some indecision on the two hitters there, and Aschenbrenner was the one that took the bull by the horns and pushed that back to the back line.
She saw that open corner. Now there's a little dump over. But it did. What'd they call? Lift?
It was blocked down. It was blocked down.
Blocked out.
Yep.
Okay. (16-12). Osage, good serve drops, but they come back with it.
She dropped the hammer on that one right down the line. Schubert with the kill. Nice little set to the outside, just snapped her wrist and put it right on the line. One of the most powerful shots so far in the match.
You mentioned it. They just seem to be able to set it anywhere they want across that line, aren't they, right now?
It really is some talented setting going on right now.
And that one, Osage can't get across, and it's 18-12. Hanging on that 6-point lead they built. They're just not letting Osage chip away at it. Here's the serve. That one clips the net cord, gets over. Brandow was surprised. Then they come right back and set it up, and Derer finishes it off. And Osage wants a timeout now, trailing by 7 here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
and we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
See the Assumption huddle here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament of the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. The tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. And Davenport right now like a well-oiled machine here, Austin. They're just clicking on offense and defense to start it out.
The passing's been excellent, and the setting's been very decisive on where they're going. Knowing where they're going, the hitters have been putting it down.
They're serving now, 19-12, the lead. And, of course, as I praise them,
Yeah.
you know, we get the service error there, but Ashenbrenner will go back, a chance to serve.
Oh, beautiful serve.
Man, drops right in there.
About as good of a drop service you can get right there.
Set in the middle, and Dare just drops it back in.
Dare's a freshman. Just noticed that. It's definitely some.
But a 6'2" freshman.
Exactly.
As they say, you can't coach height, right?
That's exactly
that
right.
always helps. And ace serve. That one hits and falls.
I mean, everything's just going Assumption's way right now. They're every bounce is going their direction.
Ashenbrenner bumps it up. Now back to her. And they'll keep it alive outside. Into the block. Great job by Krogman. Quick set there. Oh, just kind of got under it. Now Krogman sets it back. Cross quarter is wide.
I think Osage, with Assumption having everything just going for them, Osage just got to weather this out. You know, get to the later part of this game and get some momentum going for next game, or maybe make a little bit of a push here. And they're doing so right now.
Yeah,
nice
there you go.
block.
There's a big block for the point.
A replay on this one. Pushes it to the outside, and a nice solid seal block. Just put it right back over.
Back to live action, jumps over by Assumption. Quick set, pushed over. Their libero's right there, though. Now down the middle, and wow, that one went clear off and over into the stands.
Another back row attack from Assumption. Just was able to get a good ball back there, and just like a cannon, shot that ball to the defense of Osage, and they weren't able to handle it.
Maddie Dobell's back to serve for Assumption. Ashenbrenner. Quick over. Set outside, and the kill by Klobasa. They kind of changed them up. They thought they were coming up the middle, and they took it outside, didn't they?
They'd been setting several to the middle, and so I think Assumption was kind of focused in on that. And when they sent it to the outside, it was a one-on-one with the blocker out there, and the hitter will take that every time.
Mueller serving. Set up in the middle and into the net. Osage point. As you say, they get a little run going here, get a little momentum, settle down. Mueller serving again. And the scramble, and there they go again. Six-point lead cut in half now. And Assumption wants a timeout to talk about it here. They're up by 3. It was 6 at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And That's rewarding.
At the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, Assumption takes a timeout. Kind of talk it over a little bit after a little three-point run by Osage. Sydney Miller, the senior, serving for Osage. Outside set, dumped over. Quick in the middle, punched across. Now back outside, and that one is wide. Well, Maggie Johnson for Assumption. Now that one she hit a little wide, but she just seems, when she gets up in the air, knowing where to put it. That time just a little too much on it, but here comes the Green Devils. Quick push over. Now a quick set, back up. Mueller sets it to Aschenbrenner, and that's wide.
Well, the Green Devils have made just a couple adjustments, and they're back in this game. I mean, we're down by 3. Not much left in this game, as you stated in the opening, is that the points run out very quickly in rally scoring, but going in the right direction for the Green Devils.
Schubert down the line wide for a service error. Third service error of the set for Davenport Assumption, and now here's Osage, chance to chip away some more. Kobasa set outside, and that one is wide. They've cut the 6-point lead to 1, and Davenport Assumption wants another timeout here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, the Green Devils were down by 6. They've got it down to 1 in the serve here. Looks like on the other court it's a 22-21 match, same type of match we have going on here. Here's the serve by Klobasa. Set, and that one's off the block by Schubert. That'll make it set point here.
Come out of the timeout, the substitute coach probably wanted to talk to them about getting it to their best person to get a point and get a side out, and that's just exactly what they did.
Van Severin comes in on an IMT insurance substitution. Back outside to Aschenbrenner, and they say
double hit on the set.
Double hit. So there's set 1, goes to Assumption, 25-22. Here, let's see the replay on that.
Yeah, just a little bit of a bobble on the sets. It wasn't the worst one we've seen all over the course of the weekend, but
something they focus on and they called there. So we'll Assumption takes the first set. We'll take a break. Be back with set 2 after this at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At Mid-American Energy, we are connectors,
Protectors.
leaders,
Job creators.
Friends.
And neighbors.
and always.
At your service.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Whoa.
Howdy.
Hey, where'd you get that breakfast so fast?
Casey's. Fastest breakfast in the Midwest.
Try Casey's new Ultimate Beer Cheese Breakfast Pizza, Breakfast Burrito, or a new Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit.
Wow, that was fast.
And now get a breakfast sandwich or pizza slice plus Casey's Premium Bean-to-Cup Coffee for just $4.
I rode a horse once.
At the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, we'll go to set 2 here. Assumption taking the first set. On court 1, we got a big battle going on over there. Both teams got tied at 24. And now they're tied at 25. Number 1 versus number 8 over there. And here we go, Davenport Assumption to serve with the 1-set lead in this match. Sent back in, then over by Sharper. Quick set. Good dig out of there by the libero. That time the block works for Osage, but the cross-court winner. First point to Assumption. Here's the second serve. Looking toward the hole back there. Scramble for it. Libero Krogman gets it over. Now set outside. And it drops. Dar Danielson, Austin Oliver with you. As Osage will serve for the first time in this set. Sydney Mueller. Bumped up, now over. Mueller with it. Excuse me, that was Aschenbrenner to Mueller. Now set outside and into the block and down. Point Osage.
Yeah, Dar, we were talking a little bit in the break there. It seems that the Osage has figured out a little bit of the offensive rhythm. Here's the replay on this. Just a solid seal block and put her right back down. Nice little play from Osage.
Little scramble now by Davenport. They get it across. Aschenbrenner, Mueller outside, and they'll send it over. Is Klobasa. Now right down the middle, big hit, but they handle it. Now back the other way. Big hit, but handled by the libero. Again, set in the middle. Up over. Mueller sets it outside. Cross quarter is wide by Klobasa. So back in is Maddie DeBells for an IMT Insurance substitution. She'll go back to serve for Assumption. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtims.com. And catches Aschenbrenner for the ace.
Couldn't decide whether to get in there or get out of the way.
Yeah.
And at the last second, she decided to get out of the way, and the ball found her and hit her.
And the time to make that decision is not much, is it?
No.
Aschenbrenner goes down to get it and had to flip that over and point Assumption. I didn't see who won on the other court, but
Union won that first one.
Union did, so
They
the
did.
number 8 took it, huh?
28-26, I believe.
There's service error. Into the net. Back to serve is Taylor Klobasa, the junior. Set up outside. Johnson with it. Now Back over, hammered down by Ava Harris-Shepard. Back to serve Ellie Schubert. For Assumption. Outside, Aschenbrenner, big hit, and that's going to be a kill.
Krugman tried to get some hands on it, just came on her too fast. Set to the outside, and Aschenbrenner just snapped that one. Was able to get the kill.
Served by Sharper. There's a snap right there, back the other way by Assumption.
Schubert is a nice little lefty here, set to the outside, snaps that ball. Using her on the outside, she'll move over to the right side as soon as that play's done, but on that serve receive, she'll be hitting one out there. It's a little bit of a unique situation for that blocker to take a look at with the other hand coming in at them.
Aschenbrenner pushes it over this time and gets the kill.
Aschenbrenner's done a great job of just really varying up her attacks lots of different ways. She's tooled a couple different times off of the block already so far in the first set and early in the second set.
Samantha Brandow with the serve, that down the line wide. And we're tied at 6 here. Brandow, the senior, back to serve again for the Green Devils.
All right, ready for set 2.
And block back.
Nice block in the middle. Like I said, I think Osage has figured out I've seen enough of the offense that they're starting to make some decisions and are being in the right place at the right time and gotten a couple blocks early in the second set.
Pushed outside, now back across, and the kill by Drew Dorsey.
And Assumption says, not so fast.
Yeah,
we got some offense on here on the outside. Puts it right down.
They still seem just a little quicker on everything they're doing compared to Osage, but as you said, Osage is starting to figure it out a little more. Aschenbrenner puts it up, now back to her outside. She comes down right in the middle.
Once again, a versatile shot by Aschenbrenner on the outside. Went up and looked like she was going to hit that one hard. Just did a light roll and put it right into the middle of the court. Nobody was there.
6 kills for her. She now goes behind the line to serve. And drops one right over the net. And man, that was a big hit.
Yeah, Schubert with that left hand out there, he just gets on the hitters very, very quickly. No reaction time.
And we're tied up once again. Quick set, right through. Good quick set by Mueller.
And I think what's unique about those is that you don't have to hit those super hard. You just have to have the opportunity to have some options on where you want to put that.
And there's an ace serve. Back to serve is Jaden Francis. And
a little bit of chaos on the Assumption side on that point. Leads into a timeout for Assumption.
Osage has a 3-point lead now, and Assumption wants a timeout at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
There's the Green Devils coming out of the timeout. They build a 3-point lead here in this 3A quarterfinal. The Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Assumption, you see they're huddled down on the right side of the screen there.
They're taking every second they can get in that timeout and some here. Trying to get themselves back on track.
They let Osage, we talked about how they were moving right along there. Then Osage figured it out. Now Osage, they're trying to stop the run here. Here's the serve. Set up and, yeah, we're just going to run a play when Darer just pounds it home, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what they call.
But I think what the coach has got to be, talking to him about in the huddles there is just getting that first pass. If you get that pass to the setter and a good opportunity, she's got a lot of options for hitters out there. Just needs that first set.
That one goes long. Back to Osage. Get in the middle, now set outside, cross court goes by Johnson. Assumption now serving, trying to whittle that 2-point lead back down. Drops it in the middle. Aschenbrenner has it and forces Osage to scramble. And they call it
lift. They called the lift, yep.
Yep.
And I had talked to a referee earlier in the season. Those are called lifts, not carries. He's like, he would ask me to make sure we're calling those lifts and not carries.
Quick set on. And looked like a little confusion on that set. They got it over, but it worked out to their advantage there.
Actually, it ended up getting back over the net, so they did get a block on that.
Yeah.
It looked like it came over to me. I thought it came over, but
good low serve. Set in the middle and just a miss there, a rare miss hit by Assumption.
it's just a little bit off on the timing, just led to a little swing and a miss.
And Taylor Klobasa serving. Back toward the middle, there's a hard shot handled. Now set outside, Aschenbrenner. And dumped over. Back outside, Johnson. Push back to the corner, good job to recover on that, but can't quite get it there, wow.
Yeah, I got the dig up there in the back corner, and it came up and had two people right there ready to take it, and they couldn't decide which one it was going to be. The setter took that push and put it right back to that back corner, just at a great spot.
There's the serve, quick set. Off the block, push back over to the corner again. Just caught the line that time.
We haven't seen that play once in the whole game here. We've seen it twice in a row. We got the replay here. Just was a scramble off of the attempted block and just saw an opportunity to take it, put it right on the line for the Osage Green Devils.
They're up by 5. Timeout Assumption here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Green Devils coming out of the huddle. They have a 5-point lead here in the second set after falling in a close first set. 25-22 in the 3A quarterfinal, the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Dar Danielson, Austin Oliver, Randy at the controls for us this morning. And here we go. Goes a little wide to get it back in. Oh, and a quick punch there. I caught her off guard.
A little self-preservation, you know. It probably was going to hit her right in the, maybe right in the face, and got those hands up at least to protect herself, and it just kind of went awry from there.
It would have been okay if that fist directs it across, but it just kind of got an angle, caught a knuckle or something. Set up. And
nice little touch back set there for number 8 for the Osage, Muller.
Yeah, it looked like she's going to set it to her right, but then sets it back, or set it to her left, sets it to her right.
No block was there.
Football, we call that a little trickeration.
Yep.
There's the outside set. Aschenbrenner. No trick there. Oh, good, runs it down, but no.
Got a replay on this. Aschenbrenner with a touch in the back and just wasn't able to corral it and get it back into play.
Quick set there. Point. Osage. Now, if they run off the court, then it's out of play?
I believe so. So
Yeah.
we'd have to check out on the ground rules, but as soon as I think they leave the wood grain court, piece of the court,
Yeah,
the line judge immediately called the play dead.
And Davenport Assumption scrambling right now. Osage into the middle. Dumps it over. Libero pops it up. And there's the kill. We'll try to right the ship a little bit here.
Yeah, with that lefty coming out of that right side, it's a really easy set for that setter. They could just pop that ball up, and Schubert was able to just smash that one across court.
So an IMT insurance substitution here for Davenport Assumption. Learn how you can be worry-free at IMTIMS.com. Bumped over. And two Green Devils run into each other that time.
Yeah, Assumption will be looking to just claw back a little bit into this game with a 5-point lead for Osage right now, trying to get it a little bit closer to even. And then a long
goes
serve.
long.
A momentum killer.
They've had, let's see, 1, 2, 3 service errors in this set. Back set and cross court wide.
Called wide.
Point Osage.
Great angle from Schubert, just got a little bit too much of it and sent it out of bounds.
So Osage just kind of flipped the script. Davenport Assumption in that first set got out to the lead and then just kept holding them off. Right now Osage is doing that. And there's a kill.
I think what we've seen in the last couple points here is that they've gone to their bread and butter, which is Schubert on that right side. I think we saw, 3 sets in a row go to her, and finally was able to get a kill on that. So I think when they get into, not necessarily trouble, but into a tight spot, that's definitely where you're going to go to is one of your best hitters.
So 6-point lead for Osage. Quick set. Set it back outside, dumps it over. Aschenbrenner bumps it up, gets it back, pushes it to the back. Outside, cross court, long. Oh, she thought it was there. Drew Dorsey, but just long.
They're looking for a touch on the play. Good set to the outside, just got a little bit too high of an angle and sent it out of bounds. Great serve.
Dumps over now. Cross court that time, finds it. Well, she is accurate from her right side, isn't she? Here's Assumption, trying to serve back into it. Down 6 still. Now they'll clear it over. And
nice ball
right
in the middle.
Yep, to Dare.
She makes it look easy. I mean, when they get that good pass, get that in-system ball, Dare is just putting that ball away fairly easily.
Bump up to Aschenbrenner. There's the hot smash. Just got it at the end of the court. Aschenbrenner. Now quick push over. Oh, sneaky by Mueller.
Yeah, just knew that the defense was still in transition mode from having to pull back in the ball back in. Great pass from Aschenbrenner. Setter just took it right over into the middle, just perfectly placed.
Here's the serve by Francis. And an ace. And now set point for Osage in set number 2. Outside. Comes across. Aschenbrenner. And long. They hold off set point 1. Back to serve Drew Dorsey. picked up. Crossed by Klobasa. Into the block. They'll still playing. A little confusion there. Now chance for Assumption again. Set it outside. Into the hole. Is
Nice
good.
play.
Maggie Johnson. They hold off set point 2.
Calm, cool, and collected out there. Just got up there and hung in the air and looked for the opportunity and space and found it.
Osage sends it out. Again to Johnson. She dumps it over. There's the set. 25-19. Osage takes set number 2. Here we got a match going. We'll be back with set number 3 coming up after this from the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At Mid-American Energy, we are connectors,
Protectors.
Leaders
Job creators.
Friends.
And neighbors.
and always at your service.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Whoa.
Howdy.
Hey, where'd you get that breakfast so fast?
Casey's. Fastest breakfast in the Midwest.
Try Casey's new ultimate beer cheese breakfast pizza, breakfast burrito, or a new bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Wow, that was fast.
And now get a breakfast sandwich or pizza slice plus Casey's premium bean-to-cup coffee for just $4.
I rode a horse once.
Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career building programs and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships. It's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. Well, they've both gotten their feet under them a little bit here. We're tied a set apiece. We go to the third set. Dar Danielson, Austin Oliver with you. Osage will be serving to start the third set after taking the second set. Getting a little momentum. Quick set there. Punched over. Kept alive. Pushed across. Now set outside to Johnson, and she brings it home.
Yeah, Johnson had a one-on-one with the set to the outside. Osage was kind of scrambling to just get back into some kind of semblance of a defense and wasn't able to get there in time.
7 kills for Johnson so far in the match. They set that one outside. It's blocked and down for Assumption. And that one comes low, pinballs around, and it'll be an ace. And that one goes long.
I think both of the crowds are kind of woken up here as well, too. It's gotten a little bit louder here as we've gotten into game 3.
And over. Set up to Aschenbrenner, and she pounds it home.
Wow, the setty was even pulled inside. It wasn't, it didn't get pushed all the way to the outside. We'll see on the replay here. Pulls her in, and Aschenbrenner just goes right along with it and puts it right down just outside of the 10-foot line.
Wabasa serving. Bumped up by Krogman. Now set to Aschenbrenner. She just pushes it over that time. Tried to get to the hole, but they're right there, cross court.
Wow.
Big hammer, but handled there by the libero. Back set. Not going to handle that one.
Good dig on the first one, but she came right back to her on the next set. She put that one away.
Schubert with the kill. She's committed to Tennessee Tech to play. Schubert has. Quick set and down. The kill by Sharper.
Osage is making the assumption blocker make a decision on which direction they're going. They're running a quick front and a quick back, so they have to decide on which one they're going to be blocking. That one they chose the wrong side.
That one is long. And that set tied at 20 on the other court. That one long.
Dar, should be noted, we have nothing to do with the length of that match over there.
Yeah,
correct?
right. But maybe it's that court. I don't know.
Could be. Very well could be.
Well, I think there was a 5-setter last night on this court. Yeah. That one is down for assumption.
Dare once again, nice little quick set to the middle and put it away.
Bumped up. Outside to Aschenbrenner. Cross court. Chance to set Aschenbrenner again. This time she just pushes it over into the hole.
I mean, I've said it before, but it's just a Swiss Army kind of type of player out there. She could do a little bit of everything out there. She's just got done smashing one down the corner and then takes it right over the top of the block with a nice little touch tip.
Now serving that one into the block. And a point to Assumption. They're up by 2. We have a substitution into the match. Maggie Johnson for an IMT Insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at IMTIMS.com.
Brando with a last-second decision to let that one go. Went out of bounds.
And there's the kill by Darer. Knight serving. In the middle, Aschenbrenner. Set. Blocked. Outside, Mueller. Or Klobasa, excuse me. Push over. Now back to Aschenbrenner. She dumps it over. And a lift.
Yeah, just a little awkward. The ball came over on a roll shot, and the middle hitter was just kind of right there in the way, and she had to do something, and was able to hit it with an open palm and just lifted the ball.
Krogman, the libero, comes back in.
Shank pass on the serve there. She was out of play. I think she got out to the gray part of the arena there, and the ball was called dead.
Bumped up, set up in the middle, and that time into the net. Here's the serve. Set back to the middle and into the net again.
Osage building another little lead here in the third set.
Up 2 now. Mueller serving. And ace. Well, Davenport is just out of sync here, and coach is going to call a timeout. But talk it over here is Osage up 3 in the third set here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. See the Osage bench there as Osage up by 3 here, 11-8. And man, that match on court 1 is tied at 23.
It's going back and forth, yeah.
Back and forth. Union won the first set. Here we're tied at a set apiece, and Osage with the slight lead in the third. And there's another one that's going to be out of the park for an ace.
Yeah, that serve from number 8 for Osage just must be moving around a little bit because they're having all sorts of trouble. It doesn't seem like it's a super hard serve.
That one they handle. Outside Johnson. Quick push over. And long. Lead to 5 for Osage. Mueller on a big serving run here.
Might have a injury on the court here. Maybe a bloody nose here on Assumption side. Something's going on here.
It's Drew Dorsey, I think.
Number 2, yeah.
Looking at the nose there. What is the call? Can you just go get that taken care of and come back?
I think with anything blood related, immediately has to be taken care of. So they'll stop the match every time in order to get that cleaned up, just for biohazard situation. Me being a wrestler, it's something they had to do quite a bit.
Yeah,
doesn't happen very often in volleyball, but.
Yeah, and the dirty wrestler you were headbutting people and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, right?
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
That one comes over across, outside, push toward the middle. Bumped up there, cross quarter, handled by Assumption. Back out to Johnson again.
Oh, nice dig.
Good dig by the libero. Aschenbrenner right up into the box. She comes back up, keeps it alive. That one pushed into the open spot finally by Harris Shepard. And they finally end that run by Osage. Down 4. Assumption serving. Aschenbrenner. And right into the block.
I mean, what a weapon Aschenbrenner is. I mean, that did go into the block, but you have your best hitter back there in the middle back taking the bulk of the serve receive and just puts a perfect pass onto the setter. Just such a great play there.
Oh, that one is going to go long. And was that?
Set 2 went to Des Moines Christian.
So a set apiece over there. And Assumption has it down to 2. Aschenbrenner set outside for Brandow. Now back set there and down.
What
with
a
the
weapon.
big hit.
What a weapon. I mean, it takes a good setter to just get a ball out there that she could just really work with, and she's just feeding that beast out there for sure.
Schubert, 11 kills. Looking at that corner again. This time they do get to it. Come across the court now. Set it to Aschenbrenner, and it's down.
Could have been any number of things. Yeah, looked like we'll get another look at Aschenbrenner taking it. Oh, looked pretty close.
I thought it was, yeah, well, they say it was out. So we're tied. And service error. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 service errors here on the Knights in this set. And they almost flash, and then they can't get it. They get it into the block.
That play happened so fast I couldn't tell which side.
Yeah, I know. I was
down
trying to tell
it.
where it came down, but it came down on the other side. And point Assumption. They've now battled back from 6 down to 1 up here. The Knights have righted the ship. Here's the serve. Oh, catches the net cord for the ace. And timeout Osage, as the Knights are back on top of the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Davenport Assumption huddle. They battled back from 6 down here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. And what do you see in Austin? What have they done here?
Well, I mean, obviously there's been some trouble with Osage's serve receive. I wouldn't be surprised if coming out of the timeouts they get something to Aschenbrenner here to get them back on track. Just going to be looking for a good pass up to the setter.
And there you called it. There's Aschenbrenner, dumps it over. Now they set it outside, cross. And
must have been a net violation.
Yep.
Kind of negated a great dig over here on the right side
really,
here.
Yeah. Here's the serve. And they're not going to return that one. Rare that you see that happen with Aschenbrenner. All of a sudden, the momentum shift to Assumption. They're up 4. They were down 6. That one's long. And the service error. Now can Osage take advantage of it? Sharper serving. Sad across court. Boom. By Johnson. Or excuse me, was that Schubert?
Yeah, it was Schubert. Like I said, on that serve receive, she gets stuck on that left side for that one position before she rotates over to the right side, and they're not afraid to set her over there as well.
Over to Aschenbrenner. She goes for the corner, not quite there. They handle it. And that one comes right back over off the hard hit. Looking for Aschenbrenner, haven't got it to her yet. And down. Schubert as they get to 20 with a 5-point lead here. Timeout, Osage at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
There's a Davenport Assumption Knights timeout as they're talking it over. They have a lead here, up 5 in the third set, tied a set apiece. Osage just took the timeout, trying to stem this tide a little bit.
Credit Assumption for being down by 6 and then going up by 5 here in this third set's just a real big turnaround here for them.
Isabella Krogman will go back to serve for Assumption. They're at 20. 5 more to close it out. Set back to the middle by Aschenbrenner. And down by Derer.
Yeah, that offense that we saw in the first game has suddenly reappeared here in the mid to late part of the third game. Looking very, very nice and very well oiled like it did in the first game.
Bumped up across the net. Schubert back sets it and finished by, was that Schubert to Schubert?
Yeah, it was Schubert, off of the top of the block, and it just dropped down into an open space.
Krogman serving. Aschenbrenner, now back out to Aschenbrenner. And Davenport Assumption handles it. Wow, that was a little sideways hit that got across. Now back out, and there's the point.
Schubert is clicking right now.
Ava Schubert, the senior, with 16 kills. Osage to Aschenbrenner, and it's blocked. Set point.
It is all Knights right now.
You're right, nothing was working, then they just clicked and found that offense again, and now everything's working, even the block there. Into the middle, and that's it. That'll be the set. 25-15, Davenport Assumption takes set number 3. And we'll be back with set number 4 after this at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything
Dental insurance costs a fortune, and it covers nothing.
don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Go ahead and give me your order.
Whoa.
Howdy.
Hey, where'd you get that breakfast so fast?
Casey's. Fastest breakfast in the Midwest.
Try Casey's new Ultimate Beer Cheese Breakfast Pizza, Breakfast Burrito, or a new Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit.
Wow, that was fast.
And now get a breakfast sandwich or pizza slice plus Casey's Premium Bean to Cup Coffee for just $4.
I rode a horse once.
You see the Davenport Assumption student section, and they are our students, our creative corner of the match, the Davenport Assumption students, brought to you by Think Iowa City, a collection of curious communities. Here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. And Austin Oliver, they had a lot to cheer about in that last set as they found the offense again and then kind of a 10-point win, the biggest margin of the 3 sets to start here.
We just ran away from the Green Devils there at just the mid part of the match.
Underway and in.
Double hit on Assumption.
Yep, on Assumption. Osage. Sydney Mueller. She had a good string of serves. And that one kind of handcuffs. They're going to be able to play it though. Now quick set and set just a little off that time.
It was. It just started off with the pass. It wasn't in a real good good place for the setter, and they tried to stay with the tempo and just went kind of awry.
Maddie Dobles comes in for an IMT Insurance substitution. And she'll be serving and serves it long. And the libero will come back in, Krogman, for Osage. And serving is Klobasa. Free ball over. Set up. Back over Johnson and wide that time. She's been good at that angle from the right, but couldn't quite find it there. And Klobasa will serve once again. Set it quick in the middle.
Off the top of the block.
And Harris Shepard with the big hit.
All was predicated on a perfect pass from serve receive. The setter didn't even have to take a step. She just was able to stand there, survey the blockers, and put one into a position for her to kill.
A little mishandled. Now Osage has a scramble, and they're not going to get that one over. And we're tied up 3-3. And back over. Off the block and out. We're seeing a little bit of what we saw in that first set where Osage having a little trouble in the serve receive right now.
Yeah, they're going to definitely need to get settled down. Just need one pass to get out of this serve rotation and get things going the right direction for them.
Quick set over, dumps over, and
got it over.
Get it.
Got it over.
And Aschenbrenner. Now back up Johnson into the block.
Big block for Osage. They needed that for sure.
Yeah, you don't want down 2 sets. You don't want to let them get on a big run.
It felt like the momentum was going more towards Assumption, but it's still 4-4.
Yeah,
but it felt.
Osage stepped right up there. Sharper with the serve. And that hits the antenna. And it'll be a point, Osage. Yeah, it seemed like they were all discombobulated. Of course, it's early.
It is.
And now they have the 1-point lead. Sharper serving. Back set. And down.
Nice little, like a slow motion slide that was to the outside. It wasn't one of the quick ones like you usually see, but it was worked out well for them. Looked like Drew Dorsey was one that stepped out and hit the slide.
Lily Van Severen back to serve. Set back and through the block by Samantha Brandow. And Brandow will go back to serve after finishing the point there. And that is down.
Called it in, yeah. Oh, did they? Yep,
Yeah.
okay. Yep, they called it in, yep.
The far
linesman
had it down, and then you got to wait to see that, make sure everybody else
yeah.
concurred. But they did, and now we're tied again at 6. Bumped outside. Oh, and they do get it across finally. Aschenbrenner dumps it in. Cross court kill by Drew Dorsey. Serve dropped right in the middle. Bumped out to Aschenbrenner. Bumped up. Dorsey into the block.
And number 6, J.C. Johnson on the block.
Freshman J.C. Johnson in there. That time Assumption, they just kind of looked like who's going to make the play here, didn't they? They were a little tentative.
Absolutely.
Aschenbrenner serving. Bumped over, into the block again and down. J.C. Johnson and Taylor Klobasa.
Yeah, set to the outside. They just set up on the inside, assuming that we were going to go cross court, and made the right decision. I think it was one of the first times she's gotten blocked on that cross court so far today.
And that one has popped through.
Deere comes right back and says, I can score some points in this offense as well. Got the crowd fired up in the background.
Set outside. Klobasa now back across and handcuffed Aschenbrenner there. And we're tied again at 9. Knight serving. Right in the middle, goes over and an easy kill.
Oh, they called a net violation.
Did they? Oh.
Yeah, we had 2 hitters up there. Both wanted the kill, and they both kind of swung on it. It looks like we just got a little bit of a tick of the tape. Yep, you can see it just move a little bit. I'll tell you what, the referees waited a second there to call it, though. There was definitely a pause.
And the serve drops in there. A big turn of events for Osage. Looked like it was going to be tied again, but now they're up 2 and a timeout by Assumption here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Fans, official state tournament merchandise is now available online. Time to get your smartphones out, scan the QR code you see there in the corner of your screen, or you can visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Osage serving now with a 2-point lead. They need this match, or this set, to stay in the match. That one's long.
Dar, we were talking in between, during that timeout. It just feels like these little mini tiny runs are going back and forth on both sides. It seems like the momentum's just switching on almost every other point.
Yep, there's in the corner. Yeah, now for the first time, Osage has built a little bit of a lead. The leads have only been about 2 or so.
Yeah, nice overpass here, and they went right in the middle, was able to get a kill.
Quick set in the middle, dumped in there. They go down. Aschenbrenner fires it off the defender.
Lowered the boom from a back row set. They need to get her going again. She hadn't had very many kills here in the last probably 5 or 10 plays here. They'll try to get her more sets, get her rolling when she gets in the front row.
One block. Now back over. Kept alive. There's Aschenbrenner in the middle. Dumps it over. Libero handles it. Outside, cross court.
Oh. Net violation, on the Green Devils. Just a heartbreaker because they dug that ball up really, really nicely, and we're going to get a chance to go on offense for themselves.
That ended a 6-0 run there by the Green Devils. Bumped up. And long. Here again, Assumption right back. Pushed over. Now back. Quick hand, the quick hit, smash off the block. Dare gets it. And they chop that lead down to 2. With the serve. Quick set in the middle. Now over. Chance for Assumption. Set it outside. Cross quarter is down.
What a nice unexpected spike there from number 5.
Johnson. Yep.
Yeah. Just was able to just get a real nice angle on that to put away that ball.
And Osage calls a timeout. And you can kind of tell this is a decider set, or could be here, because both teams, we talked about it. You get a few points, and then right back, Osage built a 4-point lead, but here comes Assumption right back, cut it down to 1.
Exactly. It's just back and forth this whole game. I mean, there hasn't been very many. We got a 25-15 score for that last game, but it was back and forth right up until that point when Assumption pulled away.
Now they're chalking it over in the huddles.
Yeah, Osage just needs to get back to fundamentals and get that very first pass up to the setter. Let her do her work up there.
And Assumption out of the break. You see them coming on the court on the left side of the screen there from our long camera shot. And the timeout works as they get the service error.
Ice the server.
And now back to serve is Sydney Mueller for Osage. Set outside again for Johnson. Punched over and it's wide.
It was a good thought trying to change something up on taking a ball over on a second hit. Would have worked if you could have kept it in bounds because there definitely was nobody there.
Maddie Dobell's coming in on an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at IMTINS.com. Dobell's to serve. They're down 1 and drops it in the hole. We're tied up. Dobell's the 5'8" senior. To Aschenbrenner. Set outside and through the defense. Klobasa.
I don't know how she got that one through. It looked like they had a pretty good block set up, and she kind of got underneath the ball just a little bit and got it through there.
Yeah, she didn't really power it. She just kind of pushed it toward try to get the angle, and it worked. Here's a serve by Klobasa.
Nice serve off the top of the tape.
Osage up by 2. They're trying to send it to the 5th set. Assumption trying to get to the semis here. And through the block. Ellie Schubert, the sophomore, back to serve. Drops it right in there. Quick set. And found the left corner. That was open.
It wasn't the prettiest little setup there, but the setter got it into position for that middle hitter to be able to just get a mid on it and send it to that back corner.
Set up, big hit, swing, and Schubert.
They brought Schubert into the middle for a little 2 action there and just smoked that one right down onto the line.
Ava Schubert.
Yeah, they passed that, put her in a little bit different position into the middle of the offense there, and she destroyed that ball.
She's got 17 kills into the net. Third service error here on Assumption. Green Devils serving. Back set and right in there. Doesn't matter where she's at on the floor, does it?
Yeah, it's just an elite talent.
Serving for the tie now, Assumption. And there it is. Just did not get a great set to Aschenbrenner.
And I imagine they're going to go right back to her again and see if they can get a better set out to her and see if she could terminate the point.
Aschenbrenner, of course, an all-tournament team member last year. There it is to her, and there it is down. You called it.
Yep. Wasn't a really good set either. She just got to the right position, was able to just power that one through.
Aschenbrenner now with 11 kills and goes back to serve. And that's wide. 21-19. Osage timeout, Assumption. Here, hang with us. We got a good one going on at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
There's the Green Devils coming out of the huddle. They're up by 2, trying to send it to set number 5 here in the 3A quarterfinal at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Dar Danielson, Austin Oliver with the call from the top level of the XL Arena, or Extreme Arena, looking down here. And here's the serve by Aschenbrenner. And there's a quick set and the kill by Derer.
What an excellent set coming out of that timeout. Not a very good pass, is almost going to be going over. The setter went up and got both hands on it, was able to shoot it out there to her middle hitter, was able to put it down. Beautiful set.
Again, serving for the tie. Aschenbrenner bumps it up. They go outside, cross court by Klobasa. Now back over, hammered. Oh, kept alive by Aschenbrenner. Now dumped in, and Derer finishes it off. But what a play by Aschenbrenner. Now
They're looking for a little bit of a kind of stuck in her hand as she came over the top. So that's what they were looking for, a little bit of a throw is what they would call that. But referee says nope, it was a good play.
Tied at 21 here. And now for Osage, you want to get a little lead and kind of keep it. You don't want to let it swing back to Assumption, because if they're able to close it out, you're done.
Yep,
so
yep.
Everything's got to be in tune here for the Green Devils.
Yeah, they'll need a good pass coming out of the timeout. I mean, I'm just a credit to Assumption, because they don't care about the overpasses. They're going right into their tempo offense immediately, and they've done that this whole game. That last play was just a great example. As they got an over ball and went immediately to the middle and went quick and were able to terminate the point very, very, very easily.
Now Assumption coming out of the timeout. The Green Devils on the floor. This year, you may have noticed the courts are end to end, or in Cedar Rapids they were side by side. A little bit different setup here for this arena, but working well here. Here's the serve. Aschenbrenner takes it. Now we'll have to get it over. Up in the, no, they're going to go in the middle, but they go outside. And in the net, or
I don't know if it was in the net or under the net.
It might have been under. I think
he kind of made a motion underneath the net, but Assumption is not complaining, so it must have been the right call.
The floor official called that. Set out, dumped in. Great diving effort. Kept it alive. Now another diving effort. Can they get it? No. Well, what a play by Brandow to keep that point going.
And Osage has really got to capitalize on this 2-point lead. They need to end this game immediately to stay in the match and not let Assumption back in.
Oop. There you go.
Killer.
Now you still have the lead, but Assumption now serving. Aschenbrenner bumps it up, quick set in the middle. Push over. Misdirection.
Setter just gave that middle hitter just an opportunity to do something with that ball, and she definitely did. Push that over just in an irregular spot compared to where they usually attack at.
Set point here for Osage. Into the net. Osage stays alive.
Osage, it went over actually. Hit the top
did
of the
it
tape.
go over?
It did roll over. Holy cow.
Wow.
We'll get a replay on it here. It was a back row attack, and it just barely rolled over the top of it. I feel like Osage has got to put the game away right here on this point. They got a chance to be offensive here. We'll see what they do with it.
Set point 2. Bumped up. Now over and down. Tied at 24.
I think the setter took this over on a second ball here. Was the ball goes over, bumps it up, setter takes it and swings and scores the point.
Now you got to win by 2 here. And that's long. So we'll go back to set point for Osage.
Just a little bit long.
There's the serve. Johnson kill.
Wow. What a stone cold point that was. A big time play right there. Bump set to the outside by the setter, and that outside hitter just rips it.
Now we're back when you got to get 2. Set outside, Aschenbrenner gets the kill.
I would not be surprised if Osage just gives us a huge dose of Aschenbrenner on these last couple sets of points.
Set point number 4 here, I believe, for Sharper serving for Osage. They're trying to keep the match alive and send it to number 5. Outside. Back to Aschenbrenner. Pushes it over. Back set. Down. Tied at 26. See the replay here.
Yeah, just too much speed, too much power.
Assumption now serving. Tied at 26. Got to win by 2 here. Dumped over. Wide. They go get it. Now send it in. Bump.
Oh,
wow. The libero makes a play. Jaden Francis.
There's chaos on both sides of the court. Yeah, she dug that up and didn't really know where to do it. Libero took it over and just perfectly placed it into the back corner.
Found the open corner. Set point number 5 for Green Devils. Back set. And it's down. Just barely.
That ball looked long, but we'll see. We'll get a look at it here. Another look at it real quick. It was close enough.
We're up high in the lines. It's right on the line. Into the net. Set point 6 for Green Devils. Trying to extend the match. Aschenbrenner back to serve. Back set. Oh, dumped over by Derer. We're tied at 28. Here we go. Aschenbrenner. Now back to Aschenbrenner in the middle, into the net.
First lead in a while for Assumption.
Set point, match point, Assumption. Serving for the win. Bumped up, quick set, dumped in.
Gosh, these girls got ice in their veins. Holy cow.
J.C. Johnson.
Nice pass from Aschenbrenner, put it up there and just gave her an opportunity in the middle, and she made the most of it.
29 all, and that's over the top. It'll be set point, match point 2 for Assumption. Wrong.
(30-30).
Green Devils serving. They got to get the set to stay alive. Long. It'll be set point, match point 3 for Osage. In to serve, Maddie Dobles. Students hammering on the bleachers. Aschenbrenner bump back up. Aschenbrenner will take it. Up ahead, outside. Push over. It's down! Assumption will take it. 32-30.
What a battle.
Whoa.
What a battle.
They finish it up and take it 3-1. Going to 32 to get her done here, but man, credit the Green Devils. They really fought back there. Had a couple chances to take that set, but Assumption just held them off.
Nothing to hang their heads about at all. It's unfortunate that it's we'll lose it, go home in situations like this, but that's part of the state tournament.
They're going to have the presentation here in just a second to Osage, and then we'll watch as Davenport Assumption gets to advance the bracket here. Ashenbrenner grabbing the trophy there. Great game out of her today. Very fitting that Schubert puts it in there. They'll play the winner of the Unity Christian Mount Vernon match that's coming up on Wednesday in the semifinals. Oh, we've done some good kite matches here.
We have.
So far, the first 2 days, and this one to start the day off. And so you see the final scores there. Any final thoughts on this?
Well, the Schubert, just a dominant performance. We had some, throw-ins with Dorsey and Johnson each having 11 kills, but Schubert with 22 was just a weapon to be reckoned with. So great job out of Assumption, but a great game out of the Green Devils as well.
All right, the next match will be coming up here in just a little bit. Thanks for watching today. Thanks to Randy at the controls. Dar Danielson for Austin Oliver. That's going to wrap it up with the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.